Set it up. But greetings, and welcome to When the Moment Chooses You. So we're here at the CCBNA Scholarship, and I have this beautiful lady. I'm going to let her introduce herself to you first. So tell us your name.
My name is Nicole Vance, and I'm a chapter member with CCBNA.
Yes, and Nicole is amazing. I want her like literally on my podcast. This is just a teaser for right now, but I've been going around just asking people what moment do they think chose them? Because the name of my podcast is When the Moment Chooses You, and I interview change agents and trailblazers that dare to dream. And so she is a trailblazer. And so, what would you say in this short period of time of what moment chose you? It doesn't have to be a big moment, but a moment.
Well, I think, as you know too, there's like 100, right? But the one that's coming to mind was actually when I discovered science fiction written by Black women. It was LeVar Burton has a podcast doing short stories, and he features a lot of artists and authors that may not be in like the mainstream. And I love sci-fi, and I started reading Nnedi Okorafor and Octavia Butler and N.K. Jemisin, and I realized in that moment that so much of the world as I knew it had been shaped and reinforced by the perspectives of mostly people that looked like me. And when I realized how impactful and complex and gripping these stories were from this different perspective, it was really the beginning of I think everything I thought I understood about the world is upside down, and I have a lot of learning and unlearning to do.
Yeah.
And that was about, I think, maybe 10 years ago. And it began this whole series of events.
I know, because you're so like amazing. You're always here. You're such a powerful ally. And so let me do this. If there's a nurse out there struggling right now, or a healthcare worker, and they just need like a little lift, what would you say to them?
I would say I think the thing that you already know what you want to do. You already know what's your work and what's your lane, and the only that clinging to perfectionism that we all have, and that clinging to wanting to control the outcome is going to be your biggest barrier. And the willingness to just be embarrassed in pursuit of what matters to you is the best gift you can give yourself and your community.
That is awesome. What about well-being? What would you say to all of us? Because we struggle with taking care of ourselves, y'all. But girlfriend, you got anything for us on that one?
I mean, the body keeps the score. We are recording. Come sit. Yes. The body. Oh, you're good. You're good. We're talking about well-being.
Yeah, we're talking about
I would
well-being.
say that the body does keep the score.
Yeah, I love that.
And if you're willing to listen to the tiny voice for fun things, it will grow and trust you with the more important stuff for bigger things.
Yes.
But you got to start somewhere with listening to your body.
No, that's right.
So otherwise, it will grab your attention in ways that you do not prefer.
Yeah. So you guys, I'm asking the moment that chose them. Yeah. She just told us what
When
moment
the moment
chose her.
you.
So I'm doing a little thing for my podcast, When the Moment Chooses You. And so I'm just trying to find out people's moment. Like, what was the moment that called you into something or whatever, transforming yourself or your system, whatever that is. I would love to hear from you too, because I want both of you guys on my podcast, by the way. So
my moment, I can say it's just very recent, is I am finding my moment in rest.
Say it again.
I am finding my moment in rest. So I read a book called Rest is Resistance.
Yes.
And it just talks about how we don't have to earn rest, right? It's not something that we have to be ashamed about, right? So I'm one of those people, like, if you come into the room and I'm really not doing anything, I'll either pretend like I'm asleep or I'm doing something like on my phone.
Busy.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a trauma response.
Yes.
Right? So for me, finding completeness in myself and wholeness has come from the solitude of resting.
Yep. Yep.
And that is, and I have found that just recently, actually.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Because I guarantee you there's somebody out there that's burnt out,
Yes.
that's stuck,
Yes.
and they don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
that is a great strategy
Yes.
for
Thank
them
you.
to be able to hear and to be clear. What about you, Dustin?
I am still thinking about the rest thing that you said, and I think my moment is similar to yours, but it's the combination of understanding how the human body works, right? The physiology, understanding allostatic load and the value of rest, and then also how important relationships are for who we are and for our well-being. And the combination of those two are something that you get in nursing. It's about sociology and psychology, and it's also the science of the body. So the pairing of those two, I think, were my calling into nursing, my aha moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Now we want to hear all of these women on my podcast.
Yeah.
Right, you guys? All
Anytime.
right. Okay.